turf tyrant? Daisy dictator? Has King Charles been digging on his gardeners a little too hard? According to reports, it's way worse than that. King Charles III has 8 homes in the UK, including Highgrove House in Gloucestershire, a little over 2 hours from London. It's quite the elaborate and historic property with a 9-bedroom house set on 900 acres. A major highlight of Highgrove is its gardens, which are open for guided tours. King Charles even played a major role in the design of the gardens, as viewers of Netflix's The Crown may remember.
Don't you hate it when gardeners impose straight lines everywhere?
He's remained passionate about the gardens for decades, but it sounds like he might be more controlling than helpful as he continues to exert power over all the little details. In fact, his micromanaging may have led to 11 of 12 full-time gardeners quitting over the past couple of years, according to a recent report in the Sunday Times. The king apparently wanders the grounds and then provides feedback on what he sees in the form of memos written in red ink. They aren't all negative, but the ones that were negative sounded like they were bordering on insufferable. Reportedly, they included notes citing the need to remove one singular ragwort from the edge of the pool and calling out the use of unacceptable grammar. There was even a time that a gardener didn't know enough about a flower during his probation period. The king apparently said of him, quote, "Don't put that man in front of me again." Harsh. This level of scrutiny from King Charles III was reportedly directed at some gardeners making just minimum wage. Overall, the garden staff just didn't have the resources to be able to keep things at the level of perfection that the king is asking for.
Like this, scything, cutting grass by hand. No lawnmowers in the royal meadow.
Jack Stooks, who worked as a gardener at Highgrove for 21 years, confirmed that the king would often be found making the rounds in the gardens. And his perspective seemed to be that it was nice to get direct feedback from the king, but apparently not everyone felt that way. The Sunday Times wrote that a review of the situation by the King's Foundation seemed to confirm that there was a problem with morale and management amongst the Highgrove gardening staff, going so far as to say that mental health support and counselling was suggested. Reports of the king's controlling behaviour have generated quite a social media response. Some didn't see it as a shock. One person wrote, "It is all faux surprise. Everybody who watches the UK royals even casually has known of this man's irritability, irascibility, and phenomenal temper." We know that King Charles has worked to slim down the monarchy, but we're not sure that a mass exodus of gardeners was what he was going for. However, the king has long been rumoured to have been a little hard to deal with. King Charles's list of daily demands apparently includes, for example, having his shoelaces ironed. And we get it. The man loves gardening, so it isn't really too surprising that he allegedly gained a reputation for starting a few wars of the roses. But this isn't even the first time that a more demanding personality has bubbled to the surface in stressful situations. Remember the pen thing? While on a visit to Northern Ireland, King Charles blew his lid when his pen leaked on his hand. In fact, there's even been a book written that chronicles all the moments King Charles allegedly lost his cool.
He dropped a cufflink down a sink and was so enraged by it he tore the sink off the wall.
So, yeah, it does feel like a faux surprise to learn that some of his gardeners are alleging that his micromanagement of the flower beds are driving them up the garden wall and right over it.